All right, let's talk about AI video. It's moving at an absolutely breakneck pace, right? So today, we're going to cut through all the marketing hype and get right to what you actually need to know to succeed in 2026. We're going to unpack the tools, the workflows, and the strategies that are really shaping the future of making videos. Yeah, remember that? Well, you can pretty much forget all of it. Seriously, those days are over. We are smack in the middle of a new era where the barrier to making professional, high-quality video has just vanished. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can be a video creator now. So how do you navigate this whole new world? Well, let's take a look at the game plan. Okay, here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll get a handle on what this AI video revolution is all about. Then, we'll actually rank the top tools out there so you know which ones are worth your time. After that, we'll dive into the new pro workflow. This is key. Then navigate the super tricky copyright issues. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with a winning strategy that you can start using today. So first up, let's really get our heads around the massive shift that's happening right now in how video gets made. Here's the most important thing to understand. The old gatekeepers of video, huge costs, tons of time, and needing crazy technical skills, they've been totally blown away. What used to take a whole team, weeks, and a giant budget can now be done in like a few hours, maybe even minutes by just one person. This isn't just a small change, it's a complete revolution. Now that we get just how big this revolution is, let's try to make sense of the totally chaotic world of AI tools out there. I mean, every platform claims to be the best, right? So you need a guide that's based on what these things can actually do. And that's exactly what we're gonna do next. To bring a little order to all this chaos, we're using a simple tier system. And listen, this isn't based on marketing fluff or what the company's website says. Nope, this is based on battle-tested results from the same prompt, focusing only on what these tools can actually deliver. So in the A tier, Kling 2.6 is the undisputed champ right now. The detail is just wow. It's incredible. And the characters move in this natural way that other tools just can't seem to nail. But the real killer feature, native audio. It creates the sound with the video perfectly in sync. That saves you a massive headache in editing. And then you have Sora 2. The quality for the short, punchy social media clips is just stunning. It honestly looks like it was made for TikTok or Reels. But, and this is a big but, for professional work, it's exhausting. The content filters are way too aggressive, it rejects prompts for no good reason, and you can't use an image of a person to create a video, which is a huge pain for keeping characters consistent. Moving down to B tier, we've got Google's VEO. Think of this as your reliable workhorse. If you have characters talking in your video, this is the one you want. Period. The lip sync is the best out there, and the camera controls are super predictable. Its main weakness? It kind of struggles with complex, fast action where things can start to look a little weird. Now here is the sleeper hit of the year, Dance. This thing is the budget king. It gives you visuals that are sharp enough to hang with the A-tier tools, but it costs about half as much. So for anyone who needs to pump out a lot of content, Dance gives you absolutely incredible bang for your buck. Okay, check this out because this is where it gets really interesting. This chart just shows you that price does not always equal quality. Look at Runway. It's the most expensive tool on the list, but it's in the C tier. Meanwhile, our budget king Dance gets 5 stars for value. And hey, you can't beat free. Grok Imagen is a great way to experiment without spending a single cent. This brings us to a super important point. In 2026, the secret to getting pro results isn't just about picking the right tool. It's about using a much smarter, more strategic workflow. And this quote just nails it. Your job is changing. You're not just a prompter anymore, just typing words into a box. You're an orchestrator, a director. You're using images and specific instructions to guide the AI, telling it exactly what you want. So here it is, the cheat code for 2026, the image to video consistency hack. Instead of just hoping the AI remembers what your character looks like in every shot, you lock it in first. You make a reference image. Then you tell the AI to animate that specific image. This is the single best way to keep your characters looking the same from scene to scene. And this director's mindset goes for your prompts too. A vague prompt like a woman in a lab, I mean, who knows what you'll get? But a director's prompt with all those specifics about the shot, the lighting, the action, that gives you control. You're not getting a random shot anymore, you're getting an intentional scene. Okay, so now you're all fired up to create amazing stuff, but we have to talk about the elephant in the room. The legal side of all this is a real minefield, and you need to know what's going on. And this isn't some small issue. We're talking more than 50 major lawsuits happening right now in US federal courts alone. The legal world is heating up big time as creators and companies fight to protect their work. And just look who's in the courtroom. You've got heavy hitters on both sides. In one corner, some of the biggest names in media and publishing. In the other, the giants of AI. And the main argument is pretty simple. Did these AI companies illegally use copyrighted stuff to train their models without asking or paying for it? The answers we get from these cases are going to shape the future of this entire industry. So with all this change, all these tools, all these risks, what's the game plan? How do you take all of this and actually turn it into a strategy that works? It really all comes down to this one thing: creative direction. See, as the AI tools all get better and better, the technical quality is going to start looking pretty much the same across the board. The real advantage won't be having the best AI. It'll be having the clearest creative vision. Your most valuable skill isn't being a tech wizard anymore. It's your ability to direct these powerful, powerful tools. And that's really the ultimate question for every single creator and every brand out there in 2026. The technology isn't the problem anymore. The tools are here, they're powerful, and they're available to everyone. So the only real question left is, what are you going to do with them? Is your vision ready to lead the way? If this video gives you some clarity, don't let it fade. Subscribe to Epic AI Bytes for sharp, practical AI insights you can actually use fast. Like the video, share it with someone building the future, and drop a comment with what you want us to break down next. This isn't hype. It's leverage. See you in the next bite.